our Facebook no so ed asomum enumere ensam titira ebedi kase wo makotiri bi ene say yedoba kopie mu our santimentum na Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology eduseni ba kwa mekese no aye 4th year student enipa bi agye ne kra e de afini say de mu kire mu obesom animre
Omampani John Dramani Mahama abekasa HM say eyade a free SHS program no oba beye ni ye na mmomanya de a obetwem
Ghana mampani enedua yekopia masebe dwuma wakasa no ana wo kire mu say teacher for mate den na free say or the teacher dabre ba initiative obetumi abona teacher for no so banya bebe di mutiri ato
Tertiary Education Workers Union of Ghana for the abetuja chese ya dia omubekọ akoye oye kire kese person say eya allowance omude ma junior staff say na ebe ya omude be siesie eya omukase no sese na ya dia omuba abeyi afri ho
Domukomba sibadwam wanu banu dini Alexander afanya maken ode sanda tuja kire mi say Ghana man pani kase kire mi so ma yetimi adwuma bi nim na unemployment no ekona nim saa nanso kire mi say ne Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama wo baye amanfo na opan wonom de free nyuma 2% o man Ghana mebunu nya adwuma ya aka wa pama de hye efre adwuma mu ana ye de mu kire mu besom anumre
Minister of Transport Eden Sama Betuja HSA yadi abai ene eye Ghana Maritime eye Authority for ba be adwuma se ne be ya eba Ghana ye sea water na niema ye ship owners no ebenya kwan etimi adi omudwuma
de wa kopie mu awo man so tonto krom ano no wasate batanum na de shande adesre e de ato abanim kire mi say wanu makwan enye kwento ma hya say ye hu bibi nti abanso be so mo asene na mo no makwan na niema nkoyi emfama wonom ensam no pinaka besem say o ma adwuma kase bo DLFM 106.9 adwuma koi ana so yasene
Me can for KJ study abroad and travel consult at the Amo Bibian and Nijo was a person Kwamanoni, Okosia dear, away USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany, and Amposa China dear. Na KJ study abroad and travel consult, Sammy Mama soon to some bet me abow. Now on Saka or Visa any document in Nasansun admission Abenya way universities Neso or Mwakasa Ebe Boamu Wenyan or Brekuma Bisokra on Brent the Hiana saw Beba KJ study abroad and travel consult watch Ramo, baby crowd Pesa Kona mum universities in so apese onko na onko sua de na matimi ama wonsaka admission ne class also ana wo de opese onko na onko ye adwuma ewe ye Australia, New Zealand, Malta, Germany, Slovakia, Iceland, Indonesia so a na mo se hunhia so bekita certificate bia de hia ne so beba over KJ study abroad and travel consult on beche we adwuma ye available wo honom na afi wa kira o man ya onso pese onko so ne adwuma pese onko ye na o visa no document na o matimi aye bibia e de amount to betimi afre KJ study abroad and travel consult 0554 415 742 and 0271 298 175 and 0530 332 180.
Anumre me kan Lumba super ediamao e yensu ababo ntenesa Ghana for yensi ni form kura every say e pedifo atena se di so no e de fan fidima so kwaje onya binum a se be sunsuanso bo no how de enya de bi e wa kire kwan djuma de awdo awudi a wo behia nsu no fa nyina kwadan Lumba super ne ma super papa no bi na utumi fandi udjuma se ye yi ase se badi nto sa wade ase fa nyina kwadan Lumba super ne ma nsu na wo so fa so mo hoho adwuma ba de ma Ghana hyenkafo anum ki atwie wo so na boye atwie fa nyina kwadan Lumba super ne ba modern ne kwana so ye kotu nso no bi kwa akyi me adoma abosum do a wo so benya sika e de agu botum frempanifo e na gye mo nkyere mo nyina 0555 274 757 0555 274 757 and 0577 475 343 0577 475 343 sasa ko pie mo da so man importemam ye nua ba madam abanya meche watulu man supani bia waton da so man wo ko pie na so ye na ko fa so no fa kwa chini na so ye no eben Lumba Sport san so ben e petrus le nim e wadan so man ho matrofo no e ye 0557 349 401 0557 349 401 Samson ye nua ba mama Vic ebutum owo fanko ne importem the center adehia wo fanko ne importem yamfo mani fa nkyere mo e wo sport washing be ni hono mo pene mama Vic wa nsuo yi otubi to mani akotubi nanto fa kwa kina sika emra botofra ho matofo yi so eye 0500 680 783 0500 680 780 when abafo mo so yasene say ye ntrans na mo for madwuma kase ebo no emesom animre edi ameje so takwadwo kwadwo krom toba wo de hye konkron Nhyiraba Kwadwo Sammy bi mene
Adwoa Agyei Sikapa.
Ye da ya ho ye ba ye de kasebo nchire mankasa ebeto aso e de ama
DL News.
Yama mo akwaba efituru mekane share Facebook ko so eye DLFM 106.9 yemfa videos ahodo fa kasebo no nyina no yemfa ensom enumre yensha kasebo na se aware husemum yenkopie mu ewokumase na Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology make say arahosem eswanu ma abofra bakon ya baya make say no oye 4th year student oye biological science student make say nipa bi etimi agene kwa ede freelancem na baya no ne den ede Joanna eye Dalidim eye Yibani make say nipa bi agene kwa ede freelancem the statement at school never bonten echiremu sem ena hamachi no num na mkoto sa abofra yi na mu ede school hono ma omu chirem sa rahusem yi pam ne mpefa ka say chense se ka say de omugu so ene ahobamboko edin se woso ahwekwan ba fuma fa so eye hwehwemu ne yehu de kudie ntia nam so ema baya make say no wako suku anvinje be ye ne nchepanko be wiei enipa bi etimaje ne nkwa ede afinisa baya no ne den ede Joanna eye Dalitem eye Yabani make say nipa bi etimaje ne nkwa ede afinisem ya na ba Facebook no so a DLFM 106.9 ya de video na to so aba benya bi na watimi ahwa ahwahosem yi pam na school mpanifo e ka se kirem se yen kan kira Ghana de hyen na batanfo nyina ne se monkoma koma e fa to me visa sem na sie no wari mugu so ene hobambo ko edinkita ho ahwensan kwan kodo ambefa so betimi aboa na bofra na wawuo no o ma hu nipa kwa moden edi sa wu ete sa se betimi aboa na nipa o mutu sa na mabo ne sa ne mpenfo etima che onoma make sa dwebro etimi aba school no mti Sikapa we na ho sama esi e wona school no
Eden pa pise eye KNUST no afi etwa mu nipa bebre na le
ekoso pa bebre na wu sa
bebre na afi we mu na se obi sa be wu dia na ha adwin ye papa
ka na bo nipa na kunu wo hono na nipa bi wu na sese nzabofra nsusu obi nim de esi ya ene do ya hamachi ya nipa bi etimi akokunu ya ye ntesa na asem zeze etimi me ho abom pa ha ba ya oda ho kama ha
mpenifo hwe na omo nye hwehwemu esan se ha adwe adenti na obi de ne ba be ko school na che se owo ho no ma de obetia ne se wo ba na wu
enche na ba ya wie school ena sika me yentu ma ya nofo ye besere ne wo kosu ya pon ahodoru ma mechira universities no dodo na abehu na manfo apake ka sisi wasa baisi aya muntum ho fo frisa bebre na ya widifo maya ni nim dodo na ya widifo obedada wo saa na omudi sika ehye wo saa behu akire na kwaya asem foforo we ya sie yentimi nkire se bi obi kura mpo kura na obi kura dada na kura se openumpo ene wadada na odi sika dada na ekuna to atwe ebetimi asi because enim krom hansem nti de yakoso no yame nim kure ni sa university student no omo ni nda ho class na etaba ba school mu hono bebre na pake ho na omotata wo no no nya omunya na mukura adwene pa dodo na ya widifo a mudi sika edada wo mugi sika duro kure nim Muhammadu mani na wa baya comment se na nipa bi agene kwade afri nsem sabe ka kronfo kwa na gibi afri nsem pa sika enka ya hwekwade mo pana mo gi wie kura san ko mbeja ne so mfa ne ho kodi na bia nipa yi ogene party bi kwa akwaji sika enya me nwanwa da hwene bag nyina ne guhwe wahunu atete enti ebesre sa university student no mo mani na ho afri se nipa bonfo abakure mo wa hwe ne ya do nkwadi agora ye bejo nkwadi afri wonsem eya so bia ko school bedu pempensuwe sei
Pepensuwe sei sani abayiwa ne da ho no misusu se senka ya kronfo anka ebia nka obepre ntinka be hu se ebia ni natade na sani oda ho na se obi a ya kunu ni apagya ne de na beto
enya me nwanwa se obi na adada no kra fa ne se ne girlfriend no ene wadada na ode na koye ni bibi krom ha de ene se de boys na abandodo na ya kwati kwan ndi wa ma wani na ho a wodi sika gipe obesia nsonhwe ndi ye besre ma ya nani na ho na school so ahomba mo nsem no mo ma mu nya den because ebe ya se obi di ne ba eko school na ne ba no be wu school ho no ma no aya na nsem no etuatua maso kakra wati ase enipa di ne ba ko to school inza ahomba mo nsem ni mu anyire wo school ebe ha adwen ekwa be na fa so enipa ni nya kwan ekoku akola ndi to school num ndi ebesre ahomba mo nsem no nas mpeni foma emu nya den fisa na nsense de yakọ no yakase yebodwo so ane yeboa ha adwen sika yenko yanim
Yanto akasebone so no mampani John Dramani Mahama and nsema betuja se eye free senior high school program no ade ode to timemfo ni na anim sanya ade a wadwen ho da sa obey oba betwamu kura na emoma wabra Oma eye ne first state of nation address won there eye ojefobo so mini de taso aduonu so no kire mu se eye ade na abai eba be hyemu kina chese ohawe ewo mu nyina no omo ba aba beyi ohaw no e de free won tie eye awofo ne school fo ni na omo fento omo adwum se school no omo be kopa akwakosua de asanso aba beye penipa ewo ye oman mu na nya de a oba be twam awofo so efento omo tirim se nya de omo ba be twa school fees bia ya de free SHS no eba abekoso na we no chem sai abanda de twam no eye numbers omudi betu dwa say eye school fo a omanya free SHS ye free SHS no ho faso no enya de anokra bia wo mesanse no omo yesa ne ebe yanka campaign omode ye no metimi edi nkunim na emom eba ne sanso a ha adwen ye pesanse wokoye classrooms ne eniema mofra ne hia so omode besua de we school mu ho no ma eye ade na ho ayeden ede amamu ye papa obeko eye school dining na chese emofra honom na edos sinkonya esisi wono sanso na books elentade a wosan komhihye wo school mo ne so na chese mofra no edos esen niam na ha adwenye pa nti wa bai de oba be show how wo mu ni na sa ne bai a obetimi asi anokwa na free SHS ne so etimi akonanim ewo mayimu.
Once again, for emphasis and for the record, I, John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, will not cancel the free SHS program. I will not cancel the free SHS program. I am determined to make it better by improving its implementation. And also, for the record, students who have benefited from the free SHS since its inception are about 3.4 million. The figure of 5.1 million beneficiaries as put out by the previous administration was an exaggerated and false narrative, calculated to achieve political credit.
Omampani wie no to aso se eye adwumawura program na ya de ode ba no de hyehyɛ pegu akwamsa ne be ya nnwuma nketenkete ye okadafo ne omo keka ho no watimi ahyemu kina sa ne be ya omo nso omo dwumadie no ebetimi atumpon.
Job creation is one of our main pillars, and it was one of the major promises we made to the youth of Ghana. To help actualize this promise, we're going to roll out what we call the Ejumawura program. This initiative will create, track and mentor young businesses annually with a special focus on our youth. For the first phase, the top 2,000 implementable business proposals will be supported with business development training, mentorship, access to startup capital, marketing and networking to operationalize their innovations and business ideas. We will also launch our flagship national apprenticeship program to equip at least 10,000 young people in the informal sector with employable skills, including providing apprenticeship fees and startup kits when they have completed. The Youth Development and the Interior Ministries will facilitate the training of our young people in the Okada business in areas such as road safety regulations, financial literacy, and digital skills, as well as facilitating the acquisition of motorbikes. We will introduce electric motorcycles on a high purchase scheme to eliminate the use of petrol and make their businesses more profitable.
Ne krakram no mampani say ya bondholders no kabi omodi omubia ya dia omoba betwi omuka.
Mr. Speaker, the good news is that we have also built additional buffers in the sinking fund to honor the maturing bonds that are due in July and August. And so bondholders can rest assured that they will be paid to the last peswa, whatever is owed them. With the transparent and prudent measures we have implemented since taking over the administration of this country, I urge my countrymen and women, business owners, and foreign investors to trust our competence in turning our economic fortunes around.
Eniya wuti ye Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama.
Yanto aka sebo so enkosu anyire mu ewo Ghana mampani aka chefise finaba eno ena ye die na Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama e de said atudwe chirim say or the teacher dabre initiative no and she shapa babo na kyerɛkyerɛfoɔ nso ɛtmanya baabi na wode omutira to titiro no mo konkurase kwakira de Ghana man pani kase na wo kyerɛ mi sɛ ɛbɛyɛ den pass a ban bɛfa teacher ni bi so kwakira de wa kurase bonzo kyerɛkyerɛ ne twetwe ne ho sa na ɔse baabi a mekɔyi enyinam kanea ebi ni honom binya baabi nso emfa metire nto na teacher ni na wo bresam Ghana man pani ɛkyerɛ mu sɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛ ni baabi de tire to na so gyina bɛboa ma kyerɛkyerɛfoɔ no so ɛtmanya adwempa akyerɛ mɔfra na de ma mɔfra nso ɛtmanya ntetepa ɛbɛboa ɔman Ghana da kyɛn ɔde sɛ wɔde to dwamla na ɔman Ghana State of the Nation address dwumadi ɛkɔ so ɛnɛ ɛyɛ wadayi ɔgyefoɔ abosomɛ to so aduonu so na Ghana man pani ɛkyerɛ mu sɛ akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ ne brɛ pa ne senti bɛbɔ ne ho mmɔden sɛ ɔbɛ kyerɛkyerɛ bɛnya baabi na ɔmo de ɔmo ti ɛtimi de atɔ ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ abi bia bɛsi school dan dɛ sɛ bɛbɔ ne ho mmɔden ahunu sɛ akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ nso ɛnya dan a ɔmo bɛkyerɛ de ɔmo bɛnya baabi ɛde ɔmo ti de ato nti Ghana man pani sɛ yɛn hyɛ akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ nyinaa bɔ sɛ sɛdeɛ tie bia no ɔbɛ akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ deɛ masɛm ɛbɛyɛ de pa wɔ man Ghana mu.
Mr. Speaker, as part of our Teacher Dabre initiative, the construction of teacher accommodation units to improve welfare and attract teachers to rural areas will commence this year. Mr. Speaker, no new school will be built in this country without teachers accommodation.
Ɛno akyi na Ghana man panin John Dramani Mahama ɛka se na wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ no monka makoma ɛmfa ntom yɛm fitɛ ba wɔ bɛn no wo bia bɛgye atom akɔ akurase akɔ akyerɛdeɛ no Nyankopɔn yɛ adom mama 20% allowance abɛgye sika wei ɛde ɛhyɛ obotom ɛfiri sɛ wagye pene sɛ ɔso bɛkɔ akurase akɔ akyerɛdeɛ Ghana man panin kyerɛ mu sɛ akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ dɔm bɛkɔ akurase na yɛ mo brɛ pa ɛfiri sɛ nyamka ne bɛdu baabi mpo na obi nya bi mpo na television wanya bi ahwɛ ne senti ɔpɛsɛ yɛ wei ɛde hyɛ mo nkwasɛ bɛtumi aba akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ no bi so akɔ akurase akɔ akyerɛde na mokɔ pa sika mbɛnya no ɛmbɛyɛ dupa manya bi ɛde ahwɛ fie.
It is important to continue to retain and motivate our teachers in all schools, especially in the rural areas. Government will begin plans for the implementation of the 20% allowance for teachers who agree to serve in rural schools. District assemblies are going to be involved in this scheme to ensure that the teachers are present and teaching in the schools that are selected. This scheme will reward such teachers for their sacrifices and ensure quality education nationwide. District assemblies are going to be involved in this scheme to ensure that the teachers are present and teaching in the schools that are selected. This scheme will reward such teachers for their sacrifices and ensure quality education nationwide, not only in urban centers.
Ne kura mo no ena Ghana man panin bema oboada John Dramani Mahama kasem no wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ yɛnka nkyerɛ Ghana fo nyina sɛ ɔde dwumadi bi ba na dwumadi di ada so no ɛyɛ nkokɔ enketenketen ne nyina ne sɛ Ghana fo nyina benya adagye na wɔde manya nkokɔ ma atimi ahyen na nkokɔ na atimi atokosua na Ghana fo anya biade every say Sikapa Ghana fo de kra nkokɔ edi fra ma no ne de ba kurom ano ɛka de ba o ma no so ne so pa ne senti kokɔ ketenketen ba ma Ghana fo anya nkokɔ ayen ye benya nkokɔ ne biawe ma me ka sɛ mu amokɔ ba ahodo akɔtɔ nuane no ne bo ba yɛfo bɛ betimi abona san nkokɔ sa yɛwe no esuma tumi ate o magana pa mu den so ne ma kɔnkan e de ama yɛn.
Ghana imports 95% of its poultry needs, which costs over $300 million annually. To reverse this trend, government plans to revamp the poultry sector by investing in hatcheries, feed mills, processing, and distribution. Working towards eliminating poultry imports. And this is a good one. The Nkukon Kitten project. We actually have a project called Nkukon Kitten. The Nkukon Kitten project will cover 55,000 households producing eggs and fresh poultry for the market. And it will help reduce our $300 million we spend on importing chicken annually.
Any awoti Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama.
Yantu akase bone so na tertiary education workers union of Ghana for e de ye one kase pa betudwa e chese yade ombeye ye kire kase pa e de ti abesan se e yade ane ye ma junior staff members na allowance omudiko siesie e ye omukas na se de abafofo ne ba ye no mo se allowance na nya de omude be ma omubio na ye Charles Aton na ye local chairman e wo KNUST e de betudwa se e yade omuna akọ benkro mo omuti access allowance ye de be ma junior staff yi na sisi de ya Ghana Tertiary Education Commission for e de beto heads of tertiary institution for allowance no enya ade a ebebe bio nti so mamba ambeka sasem no mo kan ye no de e ya agronom di a oye kire di omo beye pa.
Our concerns now is that the letter that the GTEC has written is in bad faith because it's contrary to the directives of the Labour Commission. The car maintenance allowance is our entitlement. It's not a wholesale thing. It is only when you have applied for it, you are using it, you have applied for it, and you go through the procedure before you will be eligible to pay. It is unfortunate that something that we have agreed on with Fair Wages and Labour GTEC last year, because it is our conditions of service provision, and some universities were applying it, others were not applying it. So it was last year that we insisted that it must be applicable to every university, and then there was agreement to that effect with Fair Wages and then GTEC. Minister of Finance issued approval letter to that effect. Implementation was started. There was no problem until they raised the issue of eligibility. We have instances where people have commercial vehicles, they are using it in performing their duties, yet they are not entitled to it. They are ineligible. Again, we also have people who also use car. They are juniors, seniors, or whoever it is. You are using car and it is not in your name. You have not transferred ownership into your own sole name. You cannot make claims on it. So it is not a wholesale matter here. I'm saying that we have about 500 to 600 junior staff. Only 43 are eligible for it. So it's not a wholesale. And if they do not understand, they should come and then we explain to them so that they will understand. It's our condition of service provisions and we will never allow anybody to take it off. No. We will lay down our tools because we have written to all the stakeholders. Even though GTEC director did not give us a copy of the letter that he wrote for us to know his intention of stopping the allowance. For us, in good faith, we have given them a copy. We have written and we have even given copies to the Chief of Staff. We have given copy to the Minister of Labour, Jobs and Employment.
And ya uti ye Charles atonu na ye local chairman ewe ye KNUST.
Yantu akase wadi swe. Ni yanko piemo ewa domukuma wa mashibedwem. Wanu banu dini Alexander afenya maken. Ede semde atujwa ichirim se. Ghana man peni John Dramani Mahama. Inti openi sana atie. Waka chira Ghana voice o manye timi. O man peni dada. Na danko akufuado. Wegu o manye se to. Eme nyuma nyina egu. Nansu ba ye. Emebu na Ghana abandada afa o madwuma no. Wapa mo nyina de afredwo na waka se na ochirim se. John Dramani Mahama di se na wotie. Unemployment waka ho asem aka kan. Woso ba ye emebu na apa ma kwatena fie ni senti. Sansa na aka se adwuma ni kroma na de yemfa sombo no emfa ma opam. Alexander Fonyo market the sentu dwa enedo yada e wo mla na omampeni edi state of the national address na ekos no chirem se. Ene ye pass ne Ghana fododo na akwa kwatena fie. Ni nyina ne se yemfa sombo no fa ma John Dramani Mahama efrise o ye Ghana mampeni. Si afa ni pa adwuma mu na percent ka o ma ga na mebu ni adwuma ya. Denti na se opam ni pa ne so kwatena fie. O chirema sana montu a Ghana mampeni atu no. Wei ema Ghana fo nyina hu ne se enya de Ghana ma no. Oba na so besiesie o mane mo ba so no anka se na fu. Ene amanyoko ni nti na oba ye. Alexander Fonyo market aka se chirim se. Ghana fo nyina mahunu evize Ghana mampeni de. Adepe bia na obetima ye ma mu ni senti free na kwa mo na mo ze evize ba oba ye. Wa maso bebu o man evize o na montu a wotuo na Ghana mebunu bre na ya fa o madwuma na pam o mo de a. Na we ntie so man Ghana no. Edemakoma so kram. Alexander market aka se na o chirim se ne. Ghana mampeni wona montene so memu ni kan nyina ne se Mahama ba ko termination bebre ni senti se de yakọ na nyuma na egu no Alexander Fonyo market se fa sombo nyina e fa Ghana mampeni vi so man yo ka so do mebu ne dia na obo akra.
He has today told us that we have 2.2 million Ghanaians unemployed, but what he has forgotten that in his administration in less than 100 days, all we know is sack them. Dismiss her. Mr. Speaker, on the streets of Accra today, the youth of the country are saying that Mahama Baku termination bebre. That Mahama Baku termination bebre.
Mahama Baku termination bebre. Enwachi ena futuma se badwane achirim se make say no Ghana mampeni atimi apaw aye 19 member cabinet members on bebo no na man pani dwuma na odi ne man kon kan fama no ana o kyerem se meke se wo ka kyerɛ Ghana for so membo mu no obehia ma no ha mu kyekye aduasa 30% nanso yɛ kese no 19 member cabinet no ma no mu no yɛsɛn o kyerem se yɛ tu pɛ eni Ghana man pani se wo do ma pa nka meke se no enipa yɛ kɔfala bai e de ma NDC ama yɛkuo no e man pani da Jali John Wallins ameke